So I sat there for a second and thought, well, I guess I'll get in too. And after about 30 seconds, I started to wonder. And after about 40 seconds, I decided I needed to go in the river. I walked down the bank, got into the river, and it was really pure luck that I bumped into Jared beneath the surface. He was sunk, I couldn't see him. So I bumped into his body and his body came up. So I turned him over and he was drowned, he wasn't breathing.
I kind of blacked out.
I'd learned CPR and mouth to mouth, but it's almost an instinctual thing. I had him in the water. I put my fingers over his nose and blew in his mouth a few times, and he started to choke and breathe on his own, which was amazing. It was a very labored breathing.
And Marty basically fished me out of the water and was holding me in the water, calling for help.
He was unconscious. He never regained consciousness.
Kind of memories, but it's more kind of like a dream sequence where things are a little disjointed and furry. You know, I was very independent, I was very active. I played soccer and I played tennis on the weekends. I ran, I lifted weights. All of that stopped. I mean, everything. And that's just the big things.
My name is Kimberly Dunten, and I'm a physical therapist, and I'm married to Jared Dunten. Go too hard.
Oh, great. Okay, now you can't brush your teeth on your own, or now you can't go to the restroom on your own. And here. Now you're gonna have to figure out how to get from point A to point B. Go out into public, you know, people either stare at you or really try not to look at you.
Thank you, baby.
And so really everything changes. I mean, there's not anything that was the same before my accident that there is now. You know, I was mad and I was depressed. I did question things. Why did this happen? But you just can't do it for very long, and you can't dwell on it.
But that's how Jared's been in life a lot of times. He's a, adventurer, and oftentimes he was the first person to say, "I'll try that." That was his personality. My personality is a little bit more like, why would we do that?
I mean, there's been some weird stories that I've heard where there's a guy out on a jog and a tree limb's fallen on him. And I mean, you talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I could spend a whole lifetime trying to figure out why me. And, maybe, hopefully I won't. That's not, I just want to keep moving on and trying to get better. And all right, we made it. Every breath I take is, I want to commune with that higher being with every breath, and I hope to. I mean, that's what I aspire to. And it seems like days are tougher, or time is tougher when you get further away from that. So I think it really kind of intensified my relationship with God.